right, so if you could give one word of advice, what would it be to any child?
Any child? Right now, whatever you're going through, pretty much my advice is be true to who you are. You don't gotta change who you are for anybody. You don't gotta change how you dress. You just be who you want to be, because eventually people will love that person. If they don't love that person, give them the deuce.
Okay.
So that's the biggest thing, just being true to who you are at all times.
Sweet. So it seems like you've come like a far way since you were a little kid. You went through a lot, and it's great how you got there. How would you explain the best way for a kid who's going through a lot at the moment to get where you want to be?
Because I've actually got a lot of emails from kids who, you know, they're getting picked on, their parents are fighting. Never lose hope. That's one thing I always say, is never lose hope. If you need to find hope in setting a goal, myself, I find hope in God. You know, that's where I find my source of strength. So wherever you can find hope, whether it's being strong for your little brother, your little sister, being strong for your mom or your dad, or just being strong for yourself, find hope. If you need to, like I said, write down a goal so you can have something that you really look forward to. Even if at the end of the week you get together with all your friends and watch Glee and have ice cream. Have something that you look forward to, so no matter what junk you're going through, you have something, you have that light at the end of the tunnel. So that's my word of advice.
All right, sweet. So a lot of people are inspired by you. Who are you inspired by?
Who am I inspired by?
Or what are you inspired by?
I feed off a lot of energy from y'all. Yeah, from y'all, and then a lot of the guys in my own group. When I met up with Gabriel, the guy who taught me, we met up like 2 weeks ago to do a show, and we just start bouncing ideas off of each other, because there's just so much energy when you're doing what you love, and then you have somebody telling you, you know what, man, why don't you try to book a show in Europe? Why don't you try to, you know, get your own TV show? Why don't you raise your prices? Why don't you create posters? You start dreaming big, and when you have people who are telling you to do it too, it's like, dang, why not? You might mess up, but still you're going for it. Like, you know, and with the kids, you know, with a lot of the teenagers, when they tell me, I got an email from some students at Random Middle School the other day, like an hour, 2 hours after the assembly, I got a Facebook message that there was some kids in the hallway, I guess, cussing out another kid, you know, verbally bullying them. So their friends came over, put their arm around them, and got them out of that situation. When I read that, I mean, I got so excited over that I forwarded that email to my agent, to the bureau, to the people who hired me. Because to me, it's like, hey, the kids have the power now. And so it's, you know, I'm just kind of like the spark. The kids already have that potential to make the choice. I just kind of come along and like, light it up.
That's sweet. So have you ever felt like giving up, or at any time? Or did you actually?
Have I ever felt like giving up? Hundreds of times. When I first got into the business side of speaking and trying to do shows, I was $30,000 in debt. I had no income, and I was just praying, wondering, will I ever make it? So my hair started falling out. I started getting acid reflux because I was so stressed. And I said, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth my health. I need to stop. I need to get a job and do what I got to do. But even at that, I couldn't stop. You know, it's harder for me to stop than it is to give up. And that's just my personality. And so whether it's been with the business, you know, dating, you know, I was in a 5-year relationship. And when that fell apart, I was just like, I give up. It's hopeless. I love this woman. Oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. And I felt like giving up, but you can't give up. Otherwise, you'll be dead. You'll be dead socially, spiritually, mentally, whatever. So I had to get back out there and keep going.
All right, sweet. Is there any last words you'd like to say to fans?
Any last words? Whatever you're going through out there, I mean, you could be at the top of your game or at the very bottom. Don't lose hope. Find something that inspires you and help other people out. You know, that's the thing. If there's somebody else who needs help, reach out and help them out. I mean, I'm no different than anybody out here. I have my own drama, I have my own issues. But when I get on that stage, I know it's about you guys. So when you're at school, whatever you're going through, people depend on you, and I believe in you. So.
All right, sweet.